You're looking at one of the most important men in the NFL. This gentleman may determine how your team season ends. Guys, this is Kirk Cousins, done up Kurt Dirt style. That is a team nickname given to Kirk Cousins by his Vikings teammates. It's really something. What do we think? David Spade, chic, sort of, right?
Who looks great. I love it.
Yeah. Jamie Presley.
Jamie, hello. Brittany Daniel. We talk a lot of Kirk Cousins on this show, so it was a great opportunity that I got to actually talk to Kirk Cousins on his show. Okay. Kirk Cousins has a podcast, Under Center with Kirk Cousins, on Vikings.com, the Vikings app, a million different places. And we talk a lot about his lifestyle, the fatherhood, the camaraderie with the teammates. We got into that, and Kyle Rudolph and I have really strong opinions about what Kirk Cousins should do with his car for the holiday season. This is the Under Center podcast with Kirk Cousins.
Kirk, I am so glad I could squeeze you in. I'm in the middle of microwaving some dino nuggets for the kids. We're going to have some grapes, watch a little Bob the Builder, then jump in the Grand Chevy Caravan, put on some sunblock, and go to soccer practice.
That is eerily similar to what my life looks like these days. You know, the biggest challenge to that entire evening you just described is getting in and out of car seats.
All right. Kirk, let's step into each other's office. So I can't get the buckle through. I can't get my knee in. So Brooke just takes over because I throw a fit.
Yeah, good to know I'm not alone.
You know, we had one of your teammates on Good Morning Football, and he started talking about your automobile. Will the Cousins family, from the day after Thanksgiving, will you have antlers and a red nose on your car?
Oh, my goodness.
You got to do it, Kurt. But the irony is you're going to pull in December, and who are you going to pull up next to? Rudolph. It's absolutely perfect, Kurt.
Good. He's the best. We also got into whether the Cousins family will have these stick figures in the back window of their car. I will leave that undisclosed. Okay. We know he's a great guy. We know he's a great dad. And we have the same conversation all the time. All right, the Vikings won 4 in a row. He's red hot. They go to Arrowhead this weekend. It's a really big game. Let's do a quick State of the Nation. Let's do a Kirk Cousins State of the Nation. Are you in? Do you need to see more? Is this a playoff quarterback this year, guys?
I'm in.
You're in.
I'm all the way in. And I said that I'm going to mention it every week, and this isn't a shot to Zach Brown. It's just the simple fact that he said it. I feel like the moment when Zach Brown called out Kirk Cousins when asked about playing the Vikings, he said he's the weakest link on the team. And ever since then, I just feel like personally, just watching as a fan from a distance and being a former Viking, he's playing with a little bit more of an attitude, a little bit more of an edge. He's always been a nice guy, and sometimes just call what it is. Nice guys finish last. You got to have a little bit of nastiness to you. And there's nothing that disrespects a guy more than your own peers, the guys that you see as brothers, calling you weak. And he's been playing opposite of that.
What does this mean you're in? You're in like they'll beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead without. What does that mean?
What do you think, Nate?
I mean that he's up for the big moments. Now we're not gonna have the age-old question every week. Kirk Cousins has to win a big game.
Why wouldn't we? They beat the Redskins by 10 points in a game where he didn't throw any time.
Where'd he come out?
All right,
he didn't need to.
I come out with this. They play the Chiefs and Matt Moore, and I just saw Aaron Rodgers beat that. It's at 1 o'clock on Fox. Like it's not a. The following week.
What is it?
In Dallas. Okay. Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, that's it.
Alan Chris.
That's the one.
Okay, let's go. The following week, all right, the Broncos come down. And then it's Monday Night Football in Seattle. Like, those are the games. I love the fact he beat Case Keenum and Dwayne Haskins and the Redskins. But, Nate, for you to say, now I'm all the way in, that wasn't the reason I'm all the way. If you're all the way in over the body of work for what he's done, fine. But, like, let me personally just wait a second before I say I'm all the way in, because historically he struggles in primetime games.
No doubt. And I feel like it's the movie Lemony Snicket. It's a series of unfortunate events.
A movie I've never seen.
Okay, it's fine. But it's a series of unfortunate events that causes us to question Kirk Cousins, which is fine. But what I'm saying is, as of recently, this dude that I'm watching, he seems different to me. Same dead smile, different attitude in the heart, because he's been questioned by everybody, including his own teammates. And I feel like he's responded not only to what's going on outside the locker room, which is somewhat easy to do, but responding to your own wide receiver saying, we need to hit the big shots. Stephon Diggs coming out and saying, I don't know if I want to be here, and then rallying all the troops. And I care less if he doesn't throw a touchdown. Dalvin Cook's cooking. Let him cook. The game when he has to step up and make a play, whether it's versus the Chiefs and Matt Moore, which he'll win, the next week versus Dallas, I feel like Kirk Cousins is a different man because of him realizing we're not laughing with him. There's a lot of people in this league that are laughing at him, and he's tired of it.
I think the first thing Kirk Cousins would say, yeah, it's really nice having Dalvin Cook behind me, and that's a huge difference. I also think the Adam Thielen thing with the apology and whatnot was a really important moment, not only in the season, in his career. And I remember when it happened, Peter, you said something. You said, you got to be who you are. You can't fake it. You can't be a fake tough guy. You can't be nice if you're not nice. We see a lot of quarterbacks who are not nice, and they don't try to be. I think Kirk Cousins is the guy who watches the film, apologizes to his receiver, and then he puts the antlers and the red nose on his minivan. I think that is him, and I think it's serving him well, and I think the Vikings are going to the playoffs with Kirk Cousins this year. I really do. I think they're going. I think them and the Packers are going to go. It's the middle of the season. I've seen enough. I love them.
You think they'll beat the Cowboys this week after next?
I do. I saw the Cowboys a week ago lose to Sam Darnold. I think they're going to lose to Kirk Cousins.
That one could go either way. It'll go a long way in my book to see what he does against
It's not only the Cowboys.
I'm with you on
this.
this.
It's on the road, under the lights, with Alan Chris on the call. Like, it matters. Those are the ones. I don't know about Thursday night against the Redskins at home is going to be what the slam dunk.
He did it without Thielen.
That's right. Schrager wants to see more. This is the Kirk Cousins experience bus. It also allows him coming on our show. I went on his show to check out the Under Center podcast with Kirk Cousins. It's fantastic. That's fine. He gets great guests. He had Tom Izzo on. He has a bunch of guys from Michigan State. The episode premieres tonight. Head to Vikings.com for more info. Kirk, you're the man.
Sparty on.